Here's how I clean my email mailing list for free. Anyone who runs an e-commerce store knows that you can suddenly get hit with hundreds of fake users, and all these fake emails are added to your mailing list. Then next time you send out an email newsletter, your metrics are terrible. The costs are high because the list is bigger, but the bounce rates are high too, and yet the open rates are super low. So I built a workflow that cleans my email list for free. Let me show you how it works. Let's say you had an email list like this. Now you can see right away that some are fake, but some are real. What I need to do is just mark the ones that I want to process and send it to the n8n workflow. So here's my workflow. It's built in n8n. And when an email comes in here, my code will check a few things. The first check is email address properly formatted. For example, does it have a comma? The second check is whether the email is coming from a disposable domain, like this. So I've already obtained a list of about 4,700 disposable email domains, and the workflow will check against all of them. Next check, does the email have a spammy dot pattern? This happens a lot in Gmail. Username has a lot of dots, and this is normally bots. Next check is whether the email has too many numbers. You can set a threshold of numbers to check and get rid of. So if there's more than 8 maybe, then it will just reject it. And the last one is to check whether the domain actually exists. The added benefit of doing it this way is that it can actually check for misspellings as well. For example, this one, gmeow or hotmy.com. So all those will be rejected as well. So let's run it now and see what happens. Press execute workflow, and it opens the Google Sheet and sends 12 items into the loop. You can see it being processed right now. The verification is done, and I can now take the invalid emails and remove them from my mailing list. But we can automate this a step further. What I've done here is to include the email checker in this workflow that gets the list of emails from Brevo, which is my mailing list platform. On a weekly schedule, it will get the last 7 days worth of new signups and then sends them to the checker. And when the checker says that it's invalid, it will automatically remove it from the mailing list. So I don't have to run this manually at all. This workflow will run on schedule every 7 days and do the checking for me. So you can see that we can run this workflow completely hands-off by automating it. Every week, my workflow will connect to my mailing list provider and export the last 7 days of new signups and then run it through this verification workflow. So I no longer need to pay for email cleaning services, and I don't need to spend time manually running this workflow. And my email list becomes cleaner and my open rates go up.